The third part of the IEP process is implementing. For success, the IEP team needs to choose strategies and resources that reflect the individual strengths and needs of the learner. With Nikki, the team used Riot to gather information, the ministry's planning tool to identify areas of need, and the LEAK form to determine how best to support and teach. For many students, the strategies need to be implemented at home, in the community, in the hallways, and in each class. Nikki's team developed a school-wide cross-curricular adaptations chart for use in all areas by everyone. Nikki's goal is to show that she has mastered the learning outcomes of the courses she is in. To help her learning, some of the teaching, learning, and assessment strategies used for all students may need adapting to meet Nikki's special needs. These strategies and resources specific to her needs in math are in the IEP. For example, in this video clip, we see Leanne, the youth care worker, providing support as Nikki starts to become frustrated by her work. Because Leanne understands Nikki well and knows what the behavioral clues are, she can intervene and provide support before a complete shutdown occurs. Leanne tries a different strategy and successfully reduces the frustration Nikki is feeling. This strategy then becomes part of the IEP. For other students, adapting may include alternate formats, for example, books on tape and Braille, changing instructional strategies, like using an interpreter or visual cues and aids, and adapting assessment procedures, for example, oral exams and assistive technologies. Here's an important tip. Try one or two strategies at a time, then evaluate. If a strategy doesn't work, try a different one. Remember the words of Diane Malbin, a consultant on FASD. Try differently, not harder. Another component of implementing the IEP plan is clarifying who is doing what, when, and where. Let's look at the strategies for Nikki in the goal area of social-emotional. This clearly shows who is doing what, when, and where. Here are some other tips for implementing adaptations and strategies. Use the specific adaptations and strategies consistently. Involve each member of the IEP team, especially the student if appropriate. Utilize the student's strengths and learning preferences. Ensure cultural, linguistic, and environmental sensitivity. Use the least intrusive adaptations. For example, with Nikki and some of her hands-on math, a study room in the library is the best place to work. Prioritize the adaptations and strategies. Let students become familiar with one or two new strategies at a time. Set a time to review performance using the adaptations and strategies. When the strategies and resources are based on the student's unique strengths and needs and are carefully planned and implemented, the student has a much greater chance of achieving success in school.